What's up, everyone? Let's check this out. Errol Spence panics as Mike Tyson warns him on Terence Crawford, this video says. So let's comment on this and let's talk about it. What's going on?
Yeah, man. You gotta do that again, gang. You gonna do it again?
Huh?
You gonna do it again?
Yeah.
How far? Gotcha, gang.
Some people, when you disagree with them or you break down a fight and they don't necessarily agree with your saying, the first thing out of these people's mouths somehow is going to insult someone like myself is, you know nothing about boxing. Yeah, right. I already won contests. I have the receipts on this channel. I won prizes from Showtime twice. The receipts are here as far as the Showtime prizes are. I forget what the HBO one was. It was so long ago. But definitely go on streaks 10, 15, 20. But officially, I got 14 on this channel predictions right. When you cannot predict me like that on fighters where there was no A side, there's fighters coming up in the ranks and you're predicting fights like that, you know what you're talking about. But I do this for fun, just saying. So let's check this out real quick what Mike Tyson is saying.
Let's get another fight, warm-up fight, 1 or 2, and then go back.
Many experts...
Okay, you heard what he said. Let me just pause it right there. Mike Tyson is talking about Errol Spence, have a warm-up fight, 1 or 2, or go back. That's what I already said on this channel, but he's going to go after the big money right away. Errol should definitely do that. He should definitely take a warm-up fight, a tune-up fight, if you will, and fight someone, or I would say do at least 2, of lesser talent, because... you know, going right back into a Crawford fight isn't going to be a good thing because throughout the history of boxing, I already said it a million times, usually the rematches, sometimes it does have a different outcome. We've seen it recently, like with Eubank, I believe that was. He redeemed himself. Something like with Roy Jones, we discussed that on his channel where he hit Montel Griffith low. Montel was on one knee. They robbed Roy Jones, gave him his first loss, and in a rematch, he took him out of there. But these are just rare examples. Most of the time when a fighter is outclassed or just dominated in a certain way like this, the way Crawford and Spence went down, it will be repeated. History will be repeated, and maybe possibly more faster this time. He definitely needs to tune up. We'll see what happens with that. Let's continue on with the AI video voice that you love to hear. These faceless channels. Let's check it out.
including Andre Rozier, feel that Spence does not and should not get into the ring and fight Crawford immediately. He needs to take some time off, recuperate, evaluate his strategy, and then consider fighting Crawford.
I really would like to see him take some time off.
Doesn't take a boxing expert to think, hey, yo, Errol, go right back in the ring again and fight Crawford. Because it's not a good thing. He has to heal. He really was thoroughly beaten. He's going to take a lot of those punches with him for a long time. And he's probably never going to be the same, I argue, because the way the defeat went down, he's a really good guy. You know, it has nothing to do with Errol being a real good guy, stand-up guy, great champion. You know, no excuses after the fight. All these people were coming up with these lame excuses, these deniers, these people that want to take credit away from Crawford for what he did and say, oh, Crawford was on something. Just a lot of them just outright lying if they didn't see what he did to Gamboa and other people. I've never seen Crawford beat someone like that. Yeah, right. Please, just go to the Gamboa fight. Gamboa was no stiff, and he, whether he was or not, he destroyed him. So he's done this before. So let's continue.
Crawford hungry for more wins. Many believe Spence stands no chance of winning the rematch against Crawford.
Yeah, common sense.
I think Crawford has the edge and will win. Yeah, I think he has the mental edge now, and he'll win.
Yeah.
But what advice did Mike Tyson have for Spence? What does he have to say about the rematch? And does he think Spence has any chance of winning the rematch? Stick around to find out.
Stick around, guys. Stick around. Do you think that Mike Tyson is what he's gonna say? We might not even get that far. I might not even play it. We'll see what happens with this video. But let's continue on with this video.
Errol Spence's recent loss to Terence Crawford sent shockwaves through the boxing community.
Okay, we know that already. This is kind of redundant. Let me just stop it right here. I'm just gonna scroll through this real quick and get to Mike Tyson's comment on it. You know, this is how you do it. You get watch time on YouTube. You make more money with ads to long form content. I get what the AI channels are doing. So let's continue on right here what Tyson's talking about. Oh, he's not talking here. It's frustrating.
Many experts were shocked. And a lot of them have even come forward and suggested that Spence should not...
Okay, I'll sum that up for you. I'll basically tell you, from a real person talking, not run through ChatGTP. Yeah, he shouldn't fight him right away. We've been through this before because it's just something that is not favorable outside of money. Because, of course, it's favorable cash-wise. But he shouldn't fight him in a rematch right away unless he's looking for a big payout. That is Errol Spence looking to just go out with a bang, so to speak, get the last bit of money. But a lot can happen in the interim. I see in the time that passes. Let's say Crawford goes on to fight whoever. What if he loses? What if he just doesn't look as good? Or what if he just is like, you know what, I'm done. So there's a lot of things, a lot of variables hanging on business decisions, business people that probably are behind Errol. The big payday, they're getting a percentage of his purse. Maybe they're pushing him into this fight as well because they want to get that big payout. But I argue, what if Crawford does leave and the window fades, it's gone, and that fight's not on the horizon any longer for whatever reason. Spence could probably continue to stick around and beat top guys and make some more money and just, have another pay-per-view, win a fight, tune up, and then go into another tune-up big fight situation or 2 or 3 and capitalize on the money he lost with Crawford. That's also an avenue they might want to explore, talk about when he sit down and start to strategize a next move for Errol Spence that would benefit him the best. Because after all, we are talking about health here. Does he want to go in there and take a shellacking like that again? Because he's not going to quit. His corner's going to have to stop the fight quick. Does he win? Most likely not. It's really hard to see. Even after a tune-up fight, does Spence come back and win? I don't think so. The speed, the styles, just the way it went down. It's not a good match for Spence. Let's continue.
Pursue a rematch with Crawford, at least not immediately. Tyson has finally decided to share his opinion and offer Spence some valuable advice.
Let's get another fight, warm-up fight.
Oh, man, we're milking the Mike Tyson comment. Oh, man. So that's how it went down. So anyway, I get what's happening here. So we just saw Mike Tyson basically say the same thing in these videos. What is going on here with these videos? They drag him out saying the same thing. Is ChatGTP writing it? Probably. Let me just get to these other comments now. It looks like Spence is going to talk, so I'm just going to... We got that Tyson comment in there real quick again. And now we're going to go to Spence. I'm literally watching this for the first time this deep into this video. Okay, let's see what's going on here, what Spence is saying.
His insistence was not just about reclaiming a title or rectifying a professional record. It was about personal redemption. The boxing community began to buzz with whispers and debates. Was Spence's demand for an immediate rematch a brave move or a desperate one?
Look, Spence is an athlete. He's competitive. He's going to obviously want to go back in there real quick. He's going to want to go in there and redeem himself. He's going to want to prove himself the champ. In his mind, he's probably like, I can do this. I already was in there with him. I just had an off night. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to come back. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to win his fight. I'm going to win the rematch. He's a fighter, he's a really good fighter. Mentally, he's never been beaten before. This was his first time. You could just see when he would get up off the canvas, there was no quitting in him. He was probably like, what the heck is happening? Why did my legs give out on me? Why am I down? I'm going to get back up and win this fight. So it's very easy for us to say, hey, don't go in there and fight him again. You're going to lose. When a man is obviously not believing that, he believes in himself, obviously, and he feels like he's entitled, which he is, to a redemption. But like we discussed, is it a good idea? Is it a good idea for him to go back on? Let's continue with these clips and see who's saying what.
I feel like I'm the better fighter than Bud.
Okay.
I look better than Bud.
However, in a recent interview with Fight Hype, Mike Tyson offered a different perspective. With the calm assurance of someone who has been through the highs and lows of the sport, Tyson advised Spence to reconsider his immediate demand for a rematch. Yes, but not immediately, he responded when quizzed about...
Yeah, I mean, this is something I've said before. See this? Yeah, okay. It's, I've been doing boxing forever. Just another fan that knows a lot. Been doing this for years, just saying. I've said all this. I said that he shouldn't, it's all here on his channel, he shouldn't go right back in there. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. I see if you're a huge... By the way, I'm a Spence fan as well, and a Crawford fan. I don't let feelings get in the way of reality. Reality is, it's not a good idea. He should take some time. The reality is he should take at least a tune-up at the very minimum and he shouldn't go back in there. But then again, money. A lot of decisions being made in sports and overall life every day is money. And like I said, the people, the forces, the promoters behind Spence are strategizing probably. And if they're thinking about it, they're like, we don't want this major fight to get away from us. So the lucrative thing is to get Spence back in there. If I'm in Spence's team and I'm in charge and I had something to say and level-headed thinking, I'm like, yo, let's do a tune-up and let's have another fight after that and try to make some money off it. Let's go up in a bigger name after the tune-up, and then we'll see where Crawford's at, what he's doing, and let's make our move. And there still could be a lucrative pathway out, meaning like he could still have a pathway out if the Crawford fight gets lost, because Crawford, after all, is 35. He's not 31, 32, 33. This man is going to be 40 years old all of a sudden. It happens quick. And Spence is 33, right? So he's going to be like, what, 34, 35? So the best, safest path, in my opinion, and the most lucrative path, as far as safest goes, is to have Spence not fight Crawford yet. He should definitely put that on pause. And if he wants that to be the cherry on top rematch, he should try to wait, because I don't think it's going to end well. And he's a family man. Why should he take those shots? Why should he come back in that ring and take that abuse? Anyway, I'm going to end this one a little early today. Maybe I'll put out another one after this. We'll see. It's your boy. I'm out.